Welcome to Fashion Monger
Academy. I am your co-host Odilia.
And I'm your host Menervia. And so welcome to Fashion Monger Academy, where you're going to get the latest fashion, style, decor, and lifestyle curated. Lessons, I should say. Lessons. Fashion Host Menervia. Lessons.
Okay,
And Miss
that part
Mendez
just one
made
more
a beautiful drink here, our co-host.
This is one of the signatures cotton candy mocktail. Cheers.
Cheers. And we also have this as a garnish. It's cotton candy. It's delicious.
Very good. And for this mocktail, we use some seltzer water and some cotton candy syrup. Yeah. Easy as that.
Easy. Easy peasy.
Lemon
And
peasy.
you can add vodka later, but that's Thank you. Delicious. All right. So this is our first podcast and channel, I should say, right? And you can find us on LCTV channel 9 and 38.
You can also find us on our social media handles on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yes.
Right. We'd like to kick off this segment with a little
Questions,
get to know us.
Yeah, we tried generating some questions so you guys could. We're not going to go through all of them, but we'll go through a few so you guys can get familiar who we are and for you guys to enjoy our show.
All right.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay.
It's nerve-wracking to do. It's not an easy thing. We are nervous, but we love what we do. So that's why we felt like this is necessary for you.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you like to kick off with a question?
Sure. So let's see. We were talking earlier about childhood things. So when I was a child, I did not like to reveal where I got my clothing and things like that. And a little bit behind that was because I didn't obviously want anyone to look like me, because I felt very stylish and very unique and avant-garde, but and I felt like they just couldn't put it together if they wanted to. But anyway, now I realize that's what stylists do. That's what we're a source, so we don't want to reveal our sources. So I feel like I guess I was kind of right. But so the question was, do you let anyone know where you buy your merchandise, your products, your style? Do you tell them where you buy your clothing or accessories? I
think personally, I'm not so much of a gatekeeper, so I like to share. Yeah. At least in that sense.
No, and I've come a long way, but yes.
It happens, you know.
Yeah.
I let's say I'll wear a certain jacket for the day, and I get a compliment on it. And I'll say, "Oh, well, thank you. I got it from so and so place." Right. You know, or sometimes if they ask, I'll let them know, of course, you know. Right. But I've never been the type to really not reveal. Yeah. Yeah, I really, oh God, it would be terrible. And I would say so many things like none of your business at a store. It was just terrible. And now that I'm plus size, a lot of women want to know definitely where I get my clothing, because they look at me like an inspiration. So that's why, or I'm influencing them. So that's why I felt like this is necessary to have this type of show, because I've been influencing for a long time, not even knowing it. And now, since I'm plus size, I feel like it's necessary to share with other plus size people. Right. You know, so I want them to be as stylish, because they think they only can wear sweatpants or spandex and that's it. I'm like, no, there's fashion out there. You just gotta dig. Yeah. So, and go to the stores and spend some money sometimes, because plus size clothing costs more than the average person. So, yeah. I never got why they did that. I mean, I
do now, because more material.
It
to
is
make
understandable, but for me personally, I would say just price it all.
Price it out. You would think. So we pay more money as a plus size person, believe it or not. So this shirt would cost me probably $20 more than the average. Yeah, it's incredible. So that's probably a big part of it because a lot of people don't want to buy the clothes because of the price. So, but I'm not sure why a lot of designers aren't picking up on it. But yeah, that's that. So that's why I feel like I should reveal a little bit because of that reason. Other than that, I'm still secretive a little bit.
Hey, you still have to keep, certain things.
Yeah, I don't want them to. Yeah, I don't want them to go get all my stuff.
Because then you can't find them.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. No, I totally understand. For me, it was more so of a. I would always wonder where other people got their stuff, but I was just too shy or too quiet, and I wouldn't want to go up to a person and ask. So I think that's why if they compliment me, even if they don't ask where it's from, I still tell them where it's from. Oh,
and one more thing to add on to that. Now you can scan someone. Really pissed off about this.
Really?
And the computer can tell you where you got it anyway.
Are you serious?
Serious. Dead ass, as people would say. Serious.
Oh my goodness.
And I was pissed when I saw that come out. I'm like, oh! Now they're gonna really know where you got that outfit.
What?
Yes, so you can scan someone and like, I'll find out anyway. I don't have to ask you anything.
That's okay. I'm sorry. This just blew my
so
mind.
That AI is a son of a gun.
Wait, this blew me off guard because here's the thing. I went to it was like a summer college prep camp a couple of summers ago. I want to say many summers ago, 2016 I want to say. And we had an entrepreneurship class where we had to come up with some sort of idea, if it was a product or a service, and sell it, quote unquote. It was like a entrepreneurship class, right? So make believe. Yes. And so our team literally came up with something like that.
Oh,
like
okay.
Where we could scan something, come up with an app
that
where
works.
you can scan another person from a certain distance, and you can. They can tell you, we got this at, let's say, TJ Maxx, or they got it at Nordstrom, or wherever. That's why.
Unbelievable.
Right now.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, because when I watch my shows, I watch a lot of reality. The Kardashians are one of them. So if they're wearing something that I like, all I gotta do is go freeze my television, go click, and it tells me exactly where it is, who the designer, where it bought it, what have you.
Who created that app?
Someone.
We had that idea
not
in 2016.
me, because I don't want no one to know.
We had that idea in 2016.
Excellent. See, you were ahead of the game.
Yeah, this was.
Oh my God. See?
8 years ago.
Right. See? Well, someone took that idea and did it.
Wow. I could have been a billionaire.
Could have been a billionaire.
I could have.
Yeah. There's a lot of little stuff. Yeah, it made me think about that. It's so true.
Wow.
All right. How about this one? Do you ever share your clothing?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I remember myself as a child. That was a no-no. But go ahead.
See, as much as I like to share, that's one of the few things that I do not like to share.
Right.
I don't want to say that I'm attached to my
clothes.
But
what is it that you don't like to share? Like, you don't want no one, you think you're not going to get back? What part don't you like to share?
I don't know. I think there's like some sort of attachment to my clothes.
Attachment, yeah.
It might
so
be
you think they're not going to appreciate them wearing right, or they're going to come back damaged?
I wish I could say, but it's just more of like that's the one thing I would not lend. And I've done it twice only because the first time, funny story, it was related back to that summer camp that I went in 2016.
Let me back up. Is it only to friends, or would you lend it to your household?
Oh, nobody.
Okay.
But like I was saying, 2016, that's just my personal take on that.
Right.
2016, there was a friend that I made there at the camp, and she needed something to cover up, and I had like this shawl that she liked, and I was like, oh yeah, you can borrow it. Didn't think about it much. Right. She wore it. Now I look back at the picture, I'm like, oh, like,
I wish that was on you. Yeah. That's the part you don't like, though. Only if it's like it didn't. Only if it doesn't. Yeah. If someone looks better in it. Oh, that's the worst. Okay.
It's not that. It's just I don't know. I feel like a personal connection to it.
I see.
And I think that's where the quote unquote attachment piece comes in.
Right.
And it's just I don't like sharing that aspect of my life.
Well, it's kind of like when you made me think about it, like that's like when they say the bridesmaid should look better than the bride. now you made me think of that when you don't want no one to look better or whatever, or maybe you didn't say it in that words. But that's what I got out of that. You saw someone else
and
wearing
it's
it.
not
Like,
that.
oh.
No.
Okay.
She's a good friend, and I still like talk to her here and there, very very vaguely. But I don't know. It's just something about it that I can't let go. Like, I think I appreciate clothes that much, even if it's like a little bit more money that I spent on it, or if it's like on the lower end. That's true. I think it's just my mentality is like when I'm shopping, I'm looking at something like, okay, like how is it going to look on me? Yeah. How am I going to style this? Right. And so I think it's kind of like giving away a little piece of me because I put so much thought about it while I'm shopping.
Well, that's how I was with the other thing I told you about myself when I was a kid. But yeah, I get you on that one. Me on the other hand, I still don't like to lend my clothes. Again, I spend a lot of money on some things, and so I go high and low, basically. And I do not want anyone to wear it, and I don't want someone to, again, look like me. Only person I would like to look like me would be my mom. I buy things, I know she's gonna want this hat, so I already buy it. So things like that. I'll dress my mom because she's my first muse. I styled her first. Oh wow. So, and my Barbie dolls, but
those
Barbie dolls, and the kids in the neighborhood. I'm like, had made them sit down and do my sessions. I'm like, okay, it's time to sit down. I gotta do your hair now. So styling was early for me, but if I had a sibling in a home, I would have thought the outfits would have been even extended even more because that's another person's wardrobe I could put together. Yeah. So the only person I had in the house was my mom, and at the time I was really small. They called me string bean, but I would wear her clothes, and she was my size now. So those oversized blazers that are going on now, I was rocking that in the 70s and 80s because I was wearing her clothes. It's the only clothing I had in the home was my mom. So that was the only closets I would do it with, would be in the home. But like I even wore my brother's stuff. I would go in his room and dig and wear it because I wanted a men's look for the day. So I would just go in his closet. Other than that, sharing it out in the house, no. Unless there was a friend that needed some help to look better and we're going somewhere, I'm like, well, I got something for you. And I'll put it on. Like, then when we leave the event, I'm like, now it's time for you to remove that. I need my outfit back. You can't take it home. But other than that, yeah, I would help them out a little bit. But other than that, no. And if I'm done with the piece, like you're attached to it, I donate it. I will donate and give it to someone and make them, not make them, but they'll feel better, make that piece better for them. Right. You know what I mean? Let that piece live on through them. Then I will give it away that way. I like to donate and give it away, but once it's no, I don't want no one to rock this shirt right now. No.
Hey,
no sharing on that level.
If they can rock it, go for it. Yeah. But I just personally I think it's just more so like the attachment that I have to it. Not that I'm materialistic, but I think fashion is just so important to me personally that I think that's the main reason why I don't share my clothes or shoes either. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I did that before. What do you think? What do you have for me?
Yeah. So I have.
Because I was out of the style fashion section. What do you got for it? Well, anything else? What do you think?
Let's see. Do you have any particular favorite brands?
That's hard to say. It's funny because I'm into fashion a lot, fashion, style, and decor. But it's sad to say, I do not know every designer. I do not know every brand. So it's kind of embarrassing, but then again, it's not because I just got style. Yeah. So I can't. That's all you need. That's all I need. So when I grew up, I didn't know anything about a brand or anything like that. So I just knew how to put a look together. If you can put a look together, that's a wrap. Right. That's all you need. So I can go in a dollar store and find a whole wardrobe and it's good to go. So brands, no, it just depends. Such as, I think how you say Kardashian. I just bought a sweatsuit. I rock that sweatsuit, but no one knows it's the Kardashian sweatsuit. So she's becoming a brand. Let's see who else.
A couple of the Jenner sisters have.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Kardashian. She's
not a Kardashian. She's a Jenner. Whoops. But that right there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they have nice clothing. I'm glad they have plus size now because like her and her sister were together, and I loved their clothes then, but I don't think it was plus. But anyway, so yeah, I can rock anything really, and I don't like really have a brand. But yeah, so I just like all kinds of things, really.
I'm kind of on the same boat. I don't know a lot about every single designer or brand out there, but like ideally, I tend to look at designers that are more creative in the aspect of.
Oh, I gotta back up on it. Go ahead.
Oh.
Just made me think about it. Go ahead. Yeah.
There's let's see. For example, like Chanel. Chanel, yes. So I like Chanel, even though I don't own Chanel yet. But I just like the whole timeless aspect of it, like the classic black and white pieces, a couple of colors here and there.
Right.
I also like Burberry. Again, it's very more so chic and again, just timeless.
Right. Timeless
Yeah.
piece. So,
timeless
are you? What type of style are you? Are you a chic? Are you a glam? Are you a edgy? What type of style do you think you consider you? Yes.
You see, it's an interesting question, and I've gotten this question throughout most of my life. I want to say through even high school, college, at work, out in public, friends, you name it. And I've gotten that question multiple times, but I can never fully put my finger on it.
Right.
I think.
Me too, because I'm more like the mood. I think whatever mood I'm in is what I'm gonna rock. I think what it is.
For me, I have multiple styles. I want to say I can go very out in terms of, let's say there's a certain event going on, and I know I need to dress up for the occasion.
Right.
I'll be dressed up more in a chic, sophisticated style. Whereas if I'm running errands or just doing everyday activities, I could rock either casual, streetwear, a little bit of edge to streetwear.
But what is what's the style to that? Is it more, would you dress it up with sweatpants with a pair of heels or sneakers and throw on a baseball cap? Or
I like a good pair of sneakers, to be honest. So if I'll sometimes I'll actually do this. Like I'll grab what shoes I want to wear for the day and build my wardrobe up.
Oh, you do it that way?
Sometimes. That's why it kind of depends. Like my style can vary from they call it coquette now.
Oh, okay.
So coquette is like having bows in your hair, or more like that girly girl, like skirts and certain styles, cutouts for shirts.
Right.
Or I can be more streetwear, baggy pants, oversized sweatshirt, and a good pair of sneakers. Yep.
Oh, so I'm
I can be
up
mix.
and down. Me
Depends
too.
on my mood. Depends on the weather. I look at the weather a lot.
Yes.
I need to make sure that I'm wearing the appropriate shoes for the weather, appropriate outerwear.
Yeah.
It's just how I am, and that's how I've always been.
So I don't like shoes.
No?
I can't build my wardrobe from that. That's like I don't like shoes and accessories. I got into that much later to appreciate a good shoe. But it was always what I was wearing, the outfit. I can buy a shirt and I can just, I don't know, I just know what it's going to go with.
Accessories.
Not even that. Accessories, literally, it's crazy. Accessories, shoes, and bags will last. Yeah. It's just the outfit. I can wear this shirt with more than one thing.
Yeah.
I always know how I'm going to mix and match it and make more outfits out of that look. As opposed to if I get a pair of shoes, I don't know, I just don't like building off of a shoe. It's so weird. I don't know why I don't like that, but
sometimes it's more, I think, if the shoe is what I want to be the statement piece, that's how I build it off. But if I look at a top or a dress, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna build my wardrobe around this dress or this top, or even the jacket sometimes.
Oh yeah, now the outerwear I'm into now.
Now that it's colder out,
right? Yeah. Now they're making outerwear that's fashionable. Before that wasn't the case, and now, yeah, I can wear sweats underneath the jacket that's the outerwear that's like banging. I don't even want to take my jacket off. You know what I mean? Because the jacket itself is the outfit.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's weird. I just never built off of the shoe. But now that I don't get to wear heels like I used to, because of older age and knees and what have you. So now it's even harder for me to even build an outfit because of I can't get the right shoe to be comfort where I'm going and things like that. So that makes it challenging.
Right. Yeah. So would you say then that are you more of a sneaker or a heel person?
That's another thing. I'm getting into the sneaker world now. Because again, when I grew up, sneakers were for just gym and cheerleading, actually. In basketball, sneakers were not even a thing to wear
like
out
a fashion
like
piece or anything.
Yeah. So when I heard people spending over $150 for a pair of sneakers, I was just like, what? But now they're becoming leisure wear, but part of the outfit now. They're like, sneakers are beautiful now. So design is there. So I would buy them to go with the outfit. I would buy them now just for the outfit. So I own a few fashionable sneakers that would make my yoga pants and things like that pop. But I'm more of a sad to say, almost like Crocs type of shoe now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost comfort over fashion.
Okay.
When
Interesting.
When it comes to my feet now. Before I would wear, literally, I started wearing heels in 3rd grade.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's probably why I had knee problems. But so I wore heels like they were sneakers then.
Wow.
Really running, doing everything in them.
Yeah.
Jumping them, going to nightclubs, jumping and doing house dancing and things like that. I can't believe I even have knees. What I did to my legs, but knees were. Heels were like wearing sneakers for me then. So now, give me a pair of good Crocs. I'm so glad they're blinging them out now.
Yeah, you can buy different, what do they call them?
The charms?
The little charms that go on them? Yeah.
So I'm like, bring it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That and wedges. That's all I could really wear now.
I love a good pair of wedges though. For the summertime.
Yeah.
Good wedge. I love a good wedge. Yep. For me, when I was younger, it was whatever my mom would buy me, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
But once I started making my own money, like working, right? It was always like sneakers. Not a sneakerhead necessarily, but I did like a pop of color. Like I remember there was this pair of Converse. It was like a hot pink when they were really popping. And I would wear those all the time. Yeah. All the time. Or even like Nike Dunks. Yeah. I would wear them.
I don't even know what that is, but yeah.
Sorry, not the Dunks. Sorry, the ones Nike. Oh my gosh, what do they call them?
What, that Air Force One stuff? I haven't invested in that yet. That's an investment.
You see, I had a pair. I still have a pair actually that I got back in high school.
Yeah.
I don't really wear them anymore, but I just have them. Like that's the thing too. I don't buy and buy constantly, especially with shoes. Like I use my shoes until they're worn out.
Okay, so you buy them. Done. You're not gonna be like the sneakerhead traders and stuff like that.
No, I'm not that type of person, but I do love a good sneaker. I do appreciate a good sneaker.
Okay.
So I do have a pair of.
What do you spend? How much would you spend on a good pair of sneakers?
A good pair of sneakers? I'd say maximum $150. Yeah. Because that's the thing. I have shoes that I've collected over the years. Yeah. And so once my foot stopped growing, I was just like, okay, this is my size and this is what I'm buying.
Right.
And so I have sneakers, like a good amount. I want to say maybe 10 pairs. And I don't wear them every single day or the same pair every single day. So that's why they've lasted over the years. Yeah. I like switch them around, like whether it's fall and summer, spring and summer, and then fall and winter. Like I like to coordinate my clothes and my shoes that way. Right. So I'm not constantly using the same shoe year round. Right. So I rotate through my shoes, and that's how I get more lifespan out of them.
So you're not like a boot person, like a Mary J. Blige boot person?
I have a couple of pair of boots, but they're more like booties. I like boots with heels on them. Yeah. So it's funny that you mentioned like comfort. That's my number one rule when it comes to shoes as well.
Right.
But I do want it to be fashionable, so I'll try on like 100 pairs at the store and come out with one pair, or not even the pair.
Oh, it's so dreadful. I just think shoes are dreadful. I don't know what it is with shopping. But I can go into a clothing store and buy thousands of things.
Well, that's why I like a mix. Like
in seconds.
I used to be a sucker for flats, but now
I love some good flats.
Now
I like a good flat.
I only have one pair. I only have one pair of flats now. I used to be obsessed with flats. Now I have one pair of flats.
I can rock some slacks.
Flats.
Flats. Flats. What do you know? I like slacks. Flats. Oh my God. Yeah, I got those. I got that down. Yep. Flats and Crocs and oh my God.
But my one thing, you might hate me for this, I cannot personally. I don't see myself ever buying Crocs. And I said
that too, but
I've said it.
And I was wearing before they got blinged out.
Multiple times. I've looked at the Crocs.
They are most comfortable shoes.
I can't. I tried them on.
Whoa.
I just can't do it. I don't know.
They're ugly as ASF, but most comfortable shoes. I swear to goodness.
I tried them on. Yeah, they're pretty comfortable, but I can't put. I don't know.
I love them.
Hey, to each your own. I'm
and
not
if
hating.
they can go with every outfit I own, oh my God. I wish they could go with all my outfits, but they don't. And then when you start having foot problems like I have, you really need your Crocs. But other than that, I like some slides, Crocs right now. Wedge, that makes me give me the height, will elevate the outfit when the pants are long, things like that. So I can carry that off. I feel like I'm still wearing a heel, but I'm not wearing the heel.
Right. That's me with the booties. Like the heel on the boot, give it a little bit of height, and it's like I'm wearing a heel, but it's a wider heel.
Right.
I
need that wide heel.
As much as I love, as much as I love how stilettos look, I choose comfort over.
And that's why I'm into kitten heel now. I'm glad kitten heel's becoming to be fashion. It was like the old lady shoe.
Those are nice.
Kitten heel is good for when you're plus size. I like to wear kitten heel because again it makes your leg look nice, right? And it elevates, makes the outfit. And I look at it like, okay, do you see the stem on this glass? Imagine having 400 pounds on that stem. That just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? So you can't have all that weight on that 4 to 6 inch heel. It just doesn't look right. The balance don't even look right to me. I just think that's like, girl, that poor shoe. Do you know what I mean? So, I just look at it, that concept. You can't have, I call it like someone that size on a heel like that. So when you're on a wedge or a bigger, what do you call those shoes when the whole sole and everything is big? It's not a wedge, but I can't. Platform. Thank you. So platform, I'd rather see a plus size girl in a platform shoe as opposed to wearing the 4 inch to 6 inch shoes. Stilettos.
I can't do
Heck
platforms.
No.
I can't.
Don't wear that, girl. They don't look good.
Platforms for me were always a big no.
Why? You didn't like those either?
I couldn't find the balance. Like,
okay.
I don't know. In when I think of a
now
platform,
they're making a lot of nice ones now.
They are.
Whoa.
They are.
Mary Jane's and everything. Oh my God.
Beautiful. But for me, it's like I don't know. I don't like the look on me. But on other people, if they can rock it, again.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta wear it with the right clothes, the right accessories.
Yes. And being plus size for me, I get to see. It's weird. Like I lived in 2 lives. Lived in a plus size world, and I also lived in what they call an average world, which is not. But I also lived in that, so I know the difference between the two. So I know now I've been living in this world for a minute now, so I know what works for the size. And so, for instance, a plus size woman, some parts of their body look good, what they can show off, such as if you have great legs, rock those legs, and then the other areas, not cover up, but like, won't expose as much. So show those legs. I don't have great legs, so those are always covered. So, I don't think I have great legs. I have cellulite and all that mess, and they're not toned. But if you have a great leg, rock it. If you have great arms, show that. If you have a great back, show those areas. So those are things like I know how to live both sizes. If that makes sense. So I remember what I used to wear as when I was smaller. I never even had to try on an outfit. I just go pull off the rack and buy it.
Really?
Now I have to really go and see how it fits me and what area is right. It's a lot of work to being plus size. It's a lot of work.
Interesting you mentioned that because even though like my whole life I've always been more on like the smaller size.
Yeah.
And so even now, like I can't stand doing online shopping for clothes. Like
that's so new to me.
I have to be in person.
So new.
Like sometimes, again, it's funny. It kind of ties in with the question about what your style is because sometimes I want to be super comfortable and super oversized sweatshirt, super oversized crew neck.
Right.
And so the thing is though, it'll say it's a small, but when you look at it, it's like teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Or let's say it's a small, but it's oversized, but it looks like super oversized.
It depends on where you get.
Then
You're
I
right.
can't do online shopping.
That was a new beast.
You never know.
You were right about
exactly what
you're
the
getting.
fit is going to be.
Oh my goodness! And if they don't do a return, you're out of luck.
Yep. And I learned that the hard way during COVID because when we were inside, I was looking for jeans, you know, because we're inside, and so I did gain a little bit more weight during that time, but. A lot of my jeans were so tight now from my hips. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, I can't go in store to buy them.
No.
So I'm looking online, shopping around. I'm like, oh, okay, this looks like it's my size. Yeah. A size I could fit.
That you used to fit. Yeah, that you knew that you would fit.
That I knew that I kind of calculated that I would fit. Mm-hmm. I got 2 pairs, but in different styles. Okay. From the same store. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I get them in. I go to look at one of them. I'm like, okay, this looks like it's gonna fit. The other one, teeny tiny waist, and they're both the same size.
It's awful.
And I was like, wow,
I still have some hanging on the rack. I bought like 5 pairs of jeans and I haven't worn them yet. Yep. Because I thought the size in my head, and when I got them, they weren't even. I was like, it said my size. And it's beautiful. I want to wear them so bad, but
it happens. Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. That online beast. Oh, that's a beast. Because like I said, I can go into the store and buy. Just go right and go boom, 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 boom. It doesn't take me but more than literally 5 to 10 minutes to buy something. But online was a whole new thing for me. So, and I learned my lesson. So at certain places I don't buy from because the scams and the sizes and things like that. Yeah. So certain stores that I would shop at, say Macy's, I would feel comfortable buying something from Macy's. Yeah. I know what I'm going to get. But other stores, I can't. And I don't even really care to shop online. I have to know the product and I already wore it or something. I want to buy another one or something like that.
What it feels like, what it looks like. Yeah, right.
I'll buy and repeat. But I like to shop more in person.
I am more of an in-person shopper.
That thrill
as well.
is there.
Yeah.
I don't like waiting for a package.
It
stresses me out. Porch pirates and everything. It's a stressful thing. Yeah. But in the stores, that it is, I guess it is a high. It's a certain part of the brain that it triggers. Yeah. But when I shop, I'm in my world. That is my world.
No, I get that. I'm the same way. Yeah. I think it's like the satisfaction of instant. You have the product there in your hand.
And then find something I love, and then I've been, oh my God, just the hunt for. Oh my God, it's awesome. Yeah. And then, and then just shopping. Period. I just love to shop. Except for groceries. I can't go to grocery store. I get overwhelmed.
Hey, you know what they say? You know what they say? Don't go when you're hungry.
That too.
Yep. I've done that mistake a couple of times. Come home and a lot of snacks, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even want this, but
right.
Saw it in the moment. I was hungry. I wanted it.
Right. So another style question: are you a repeat buyer? Do you repeat what you purchase when you shop?
Personally,
knowing that you already have it.
Knowing that I already have it. Personally, yes and no.
Is it because it's a style, or you just don't know, or you just keep gravitating to that style?
For me, it's more so of basics. You can never go wrong with having, quote unquote, too many basics, because you never know. The white shirt, for example, or tank top. You never know, it's going to get a stain on it. Or, white is just, it's clean and I like it, but I think I can sometimes be a slightly messy eater, so I get scared. Or even like if I'm drinking something,
I buy
I hate
white t-shirts,
spilling stuff on me in general, but especially when I'm wearing white. So I always white t-shirts, white tank tops, black t-shirts, black tank tops, nudes, neutrals. Yeah, I'll buy them a little more frequently.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I've seen, it's interesting great question, because I've seen a lot of people mention about how investing in a good white t-shirt.
Yes, I will.
Or a good white.
But I buy a good white t-shirt every year. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's more so of. How do I explain it? It's going to last, but it's not forever.
Right.
So,
yeah, because I think they turn yellow after the wash and wear. So I tend to buy new, fresh, like at least 5 t-shirts every year. Get new white ones. Or not even just t-shirts with a long sleeve. I like that look. Other than that, I buy for my wardrobe period, I'll buy like 5 or 10 just black of the same t-shirts. But repeat buyer for me would be like a moto jacket. I think I have about 7 of them. I don't know why I keep buying those. They haven't really changed the look as much. But I like the new one that's Midway, so I bought that. There's one with no sleeves, bought that. And then I have another one. So either I'm gravitating to the style that I already know I like and I just buy it, or I'm not sure why I'm repeating it. I think I'm just keep going after the same look, and that's I guess could be my style, and I just repeat buying them. So I do repeat a lot. I notice that I come home like, I already own something like this, but I must have liked it in the store, so I buy it again.
Yeah. Other than that, basics, purchasing basics over and over again. Well, not all the time, right? Yeah. But once it's, let's say, like, I can't really wear it anymore again, I'll try to repurpose it.
Oh,
somehow.
yeah.
But if it's like, let's say, a really big stain and it's like right in front, I have to go out and buy it.
Right.
But it's not like I'm not shopping in general frequently. But other than that, no, I'm not really a fashion a repeat of the same thing.
Right. When someone looks at you and your outfit, do they think that's how your house is gonna look, or do you have a whole different decor at home, a whole different vibe? Like, is your room all white? Would you like it all white, or do you have a certain mood? Things like that. Some people, you'd be surprised when you see their home, how it represents who they are.
That's another good question, because if I'm wearing streetwear, people will not guess what my room looks like. Because my room is pink, white, a little bit of tan, a little bit of sage green. I love a good shade of sage green.
Oh, wow.
And so it's more warmer tones with a little bit of cool in there. So if I'm wearing baggy cargo pants and I'm wearing an oversized hoodie, I have a baseball cap on, and I'm wearing my hair down and sneakers, nobody would guess what my room looks like. And it's funny, you mentioned what you were saying about, can people guess how my room looks?
Right.
Yes and no. It just depends on what I'm wearing on the day. Like, if I'm wearing, let's say what I'm wearing right now, maybe yes. Yeah. You know, it's more cozy, and it's funny because my carpet is similar to this tan.
Yeah, they think the style you're wearing is going to be the house.
Yeah. And so I feel like what I'm wearing right now, yes. If I'm wearing oversized clothes, streetwear, no. And my sister even mentions it to me. She goes, "Oh, it's funny because you dress a certain way certain days. Yeah. But your room is a whole other aesthetic. It's like she calls it a girly girl room. Right. And it's like, well, pink's my favorite color. Yeah. So I want, when I come home, to feel like I'm at home. Okay. Yeah. And I've always had my room be more cozy.
Does it make you feel cheerful, or does it make you feel relaxed? How do you feel in this setting when you have a pink room?
It's not necessarily a pink room. The walls are all white, so that's where I add in the pops of pink. But my furniture is all white. I like that clean look. Yes, the elements, the decor, my candles. Even when I buy my candles, I try to buy ones that are pink on the outside for a little pop of color in there. Right. So for me, it's always about, if I'm in my room, doing whatever it is, I want comfort, relaxation. So I have a candle lit up. I have some of my LED lights going on, and so I like a cozy room. Okay. And you know, when I have my own house, that's how it's going to be. Warm toned colors, pops of pink here and there, possibly, but more so like a neutral, warmer feeling. Yeah. What about you?
It's so weird because I dress like I said, I can be avant-garde. I can go through like so many looks, and I'm also an interior designer, so that I think it scares people off because they're thinking I'm going to design their home the way I look. It's almost like a hairdresser. When you go to a hairdresser that looks busted, her hair is just not even done. She looks like ASS, right? But she's going to be banging hairdresser. That's the hairdresser that's going to have your hair laid, to tell you the truth. Your hair's going to look really unbelievable from a hairdresser like that. So you can't sometimes, what they say, judge a book by its cover.
You can't judge a book by its cover, ever.
But so when I go and do my designing, they're looking at me like, oh God, is my house going to look like her? And I'm like, oh, you can't base the design on how I design my wardrobe.
That's true.
Yeah, I like to be put together. People think that way.
Yeah.
So with me, I do also like my space. It's not that I'm a minimalist or maximalist, but I do like to have an organized. You're mixed. I'm mixed too. You have to have a very functional for me and stylish looks, right? Before, you know, I grew up not even sitting on the sofa and put my feet up. That was my rules in my house. So, so I grew up with good furniture and things like that. So I could appreciate how to live. Yeah. And so now I go for a little bit of comfort but stylish. Got to be stylish. What else? And I wear a lot of black, lots of black. But I don't have black like that in the house. Maybe I have one or two things, but I don't bring that in. So everything has to be clean and pure for me. I like that clean, pure look. I just now started getting into like the grays and things like that, but before legit was like all white house. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I love leopard. Leopard has to come through somewhere. Yeah. In my pieces.
That's where the pop of like.
That's my pop. Yeah, you got pop of pink. Mine is the neutral with the leopard. I call it a neutral. And my room has to be. I call it the sanctuary, which it should be. But I do have to have a TV. They say don't have it in there, but I gotta have my TV in my room. A TV. I don't want anything else in a room. I don't like dresses, bureaus, nothing. I like just a good piece of furniture you can lounge on, and the end tables, and that's it. It's for sleeping. I'll never have that when your mate is turning on the light, getting dressed, I just couldn't understand that concept. Yeah. It has to be two different areas. Oh, okay. Okay, so you can't have that in a bedroom.
Interesting, so, because
it disturbs your whole. I don't understand that. Well, so a lot of people, you know what I mean. So when I want nothing in that room but my end tables and my sofa.
It's very clean, very.
That's it. And my TV. People don't want TV, but I gotta have my TV. TVs are literally in every room.
I don't do TV in my room.
Oh, TVs in every room, even bathroom. Gotta have a TV. I'm a TV person, so I love it everywhere. But yeah, that's it. And then you get dressed in your dressing room. Basically, that's what it's for. That's what I look at it as. Everybody should have a space for certain things that you enjoy doing. And a dressing room is one. A fitness room, people like that, then go into that. But that's what I like for a space. Now, I like to incorporate in the space would be for a spiritual type of thing. Because now I'm into meditating and things like that. Into doing sound baths. So I need a room just for that. Right, yeah. Because, you know, I like to burn my sage and all that and focus. You can't just do it anywhere. Yeah, right. So you need a little grounding space for that. Yeah. So whenever I get a home, I would like to incorporate that, a wellness spa. Yeah. I like to put that in my room. Might not my room, but I like to have space for that. Right. Yeah. So it's like, I don't want to grow up like thinking you got to have the living room, dining room. You don't need all those things. If that's not how you live, don't have that in your space. Exactly. You're wasting space on furniture on pieces that you don't even use. Use it for how you like to live. Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
It's all about having a stability and like that fine line between how you purpose your rooms for what you use them for.
And the furnitures, I just like
Furniture,
good pieces. Some I go high and low also with furniture.
It's also fashion.
It's
by the way.
I'm glad you said that.
Yep.
So I find it easier for me to be in this field, interior design, because it is relatable to me.
Relatable.
Fashion.
Textiles.
Yeah, all that came. It was so easy when I went to school. I learned like this is just like fashion. I wonder why I love it. It's the same thing to me. I found it very easy to transition right into that because it is fashion in a way. So people live through a piece of art. That's how you put the art on the wall, photos, anything. The one chair could be like the statement piece of the room. It could just it's fashion. It's just like that chair could be like the shoe that you wear. That's the statement piece of the outfit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's how I look at interior design. For me, that's what makes it easier for me to design a space. That's good that you brought that up.
Yep.